Squat. Yo, what's up? We back again. What's happening out there in them streets? So check it. We gonna do another follow-up on the eBay store that we started 2 weeks ago. Now, it is not 1 o'clock in the morning like I recorded the last two times. Right now, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So technically, it's been 2 weeks and 14 hours, not even. So this store's been up for 2 weeks, and as you can see here, if you go to eBay, it'll bring you to this, and then you can hover over My eBay, go to Selling. This will bring you to your overview. Now, when we first started this store, I believe we were at 113 or 114 for the review. As you can see here, let's see, we're up to 121. We've gotten 8 new reviews in the last month. Look at them. Nice. Good reviews. Awesome. So let's go back. In this video also, I'm going to show you how I ship cards, how I've been shipping cards lately, how I've been shipping them for the eBay standard envelope, and how I've been shipping out my slabs. So if we go back to Selling, here's our overview. So you can see we've already had $1,128.26 in sales. We've already made $1,130 in sales, and it's been 2 weeks. In the last 7 days, we've done $741. Not bad, not too shabby. Hello, let's look at the stuff we've been selling. So one of the reasons why this has gone up so much, there, if you noticed on that last, on the overview page, there was a day we made over 300 in sales. That was because I worked with a dude on, someone messaged me asking me if I would sell them a bunch of, oh wait, no, that wasn't even this deal. This was a separate deal. Never mind. I had not this exact deal, but one of these deals I had, someone had messaged me for like, it was like 4 lots, and each lot, the cards were priced at about $6 a piece, and asked me if I would do all of the lots, if I would sell them for cheaper. I sold them for like $4.98 a piece, so I did that for him. But that brought in a good $240 or something like that. So we have sold the Gardevoir, the GMA 8.5 for $20. I believe we sold 2 of those. We sold the Rocket Scyther with a swirl for $16. There's that reserve lot I was talking about. GMA 10 Bulbasaur. Y'all seen those sales. These are our new sales. We sold a bunch of the 10 card lots that had the Japanese holographics. Sold a Gyarados, old Gyarados, Meganium. That type, this is a funny thing. If you remember in last week's video, and I'll put a link so that you can go to the first video in this series. But in last week's video, we sold this slab. We had sold this PSA 8 Quilava, first edition Quilava, for $40, and then the individual asked to cancel it. So I canceled it, immediately relisted it, and within 3-4 days, boom, it sold again for the $40, just like I had asked originally. So yeah, we're getting some good sales. There it is where it was canceled. 2 of the GMA 8.5 Gardevoir Vs we've sold for $20 now. We sold the Empoleon V 146 out of Battle Styles. That card is gas. Look at that card. That thing is dope. We sold him for $34. And as far as our listings go, I haven't really listed that much more. The inventory was up to 5,000, a little over 5,000, but as you've seen, we've sold over 1,100 now, so now we're down to 4,154 for our active inventory. So let me go ahead and show you how I've been shipping out for the eBay standard envelope, because you gotta be careful when it comes to regular mail. I used to get a lot of kickbacks, not a lot, but I got far more kickbacks than I was comfortable with from the post office returning my mail because they said it didn't meet the criteria in order to be shipped out. Now, fortunately, I haven't had that problem a single time since I've been doing the eBay standard envelope, and so let me show you what I've been doing. If you hover over orders, or if you go to your overview, you can click all orders. We have, oh, not all orders, what am I talking about? Awaiting shipment. So we have one card right now that's waiting shipment. It's a Dark Doug Trio with a swirl for $20. We sold it. So if we look in the description, you can see it's number 72. So we would go in here and go through 62, 66, where you at? Where you at? Right there, boom. So we got 72, just like we marked it, so we know that this is the exact card. Now this card is the maximum quantity, the maximum price allowance of what you can ship something at under a eBay standard shipping envelope. I believe it will let me because $20 is the maximum. So what I've been doing is I take the card and I fold it once, fold it again. Just keep folding, dog. And then I fold this end like that. Fold this in like that. Now that was just one piece of computer paper. That's all that was. Then I take that and I take a regular envelope. Boom, you see it, regular envelope. Put them in there. Now I used to put extra stuff in these. Like I used to put a couple extra cards, like regular holographic rares and stuff. And I would put like a card that said thank you and everything, but no more. That's not necessary. So put it just like that. So then I put it in there and I fold him down. Then I take tape. Now I use eBay tape because I buy, there's quite a few things you can do to save money for yourself when selling. Now one of the greatest things you can do is save, save a penny saved, penny earned, you know what I mean? When you can lower your expenses to maintain your business or even your lifestyle, you can save money dramatically, usually, like crazily. So I buy a ton of eBay tape that I use for most of my things, unless it comes to putting on an actual label, because then I laminate it. But I think I'm getting ready to upgrade my printer to something that would be more cost effective. So I'll put one like that and then fold him over. Then do the same thing on the other side. See, I didn't even lick it or nothing. Do the same thing on the other side. Put him halfway. Fold him over. If there's any excess coming off the ends, I mean, that little tiny bit I'm not worried about, but if it was like out to there, you just snip it with scissors. Now, see how there's still this opening and all that? I'm not worried about that because I'm going to be putting a label on this. So then what I would do is I would go click purchase label. You click print purchase shipping label and it'll bring you to this. And now for this, if you want, you can weigh it, but I know this is under 1 ounce. So the eBay standard envelope, that's your second option there. So then you would click purchase shipping label and then you take your label, and I would take it. Now I'm not going to put the actual label on there right now, but normally I would cut it so that it's thin. It wouldn't be quite this thin. There was just stuff written on the piece of paper I cut this off of. But the label itself, it's going to give you a square about that big, but really only the top half of it has any information, any vital information on it. So I'll take that piece and then I'll put it over here like that. But this would have the shipping label and all the information on it. And then I'll tape it, laminate it, and that's your package. That's it, dog. So that's how I've been doing my standard envelope cards. Now, when it comes to shipping out graded cards, PSA slabs, or if someone were to buy a card that was worth more than $20, or multiple cards, you know what I mean, that were worth over $20 in total, then I would ship it personally in a box. I buy boxes in bulk for cheap. So for me, that's especially how I want to do it. But the reason being is because one of the things you don't want to do as a new seller is you don't want to get caught up in the idea of, you know, I can take this item and ship it, and I can wrap it in bubble wrap and then ship it inside of an envelope, a manila envelope or something, and save myself $1 compared to shipping it inside of a small cardboard box, because you got to pay for the box. Well, you know, honestly, if you got to be very careful doing stuff like that, because if you cut corners too much, it's gonna notice on the back end. You know what I mean? When the customer receives it, there might be damage or something. When I was a rookie in the game a long time ago with Warhammer, every now and then I would ship something out that I didn't feel required a box, and then I would every now and then, so I would get a message saying, "Hey, this broke." You know what I mean? It just takes a little bit of super glue, but still. So I'm going to show you, let's show you how I would do one of my slabs. So here's a slab. I would just take one sheet of bubble wrap, fold the sides, fold him over, take a little tiny piece of tape and put it right there, bump across him. And then if it's one card, I'll ship it in, oh man, if I can get it, 1 second, y'all. Reach! If it's one slab, I can fit it inside of one of these, which is, what is this? This is a 6x4x4, I believe, box. Here's a good tip for you, okay? Something that I've learned as an experienced seller. Bubble wrap is not always the best thing. When you're dealing with cards, it often can be. If you're dealing with other products like models or miniatures, it often cannot be because it can break them. But I buy thank you bags. I buy grocery bags to use for a large portion of my shipping for my packing material. These grocery bags, you can get them super cheap because, you know, there's so many people that use these bags. And they're safe for your product. So I would take my little box. If it was just one slab, this is how I do it. Put in some of that. Put that in like that. See? He fits, just barely fits. Nice. Put a little bit like that. Maybe put one on each side if I felt it was necessary. You always want to make sure you're not applying pressure to your cards or anything. You know what I mean? And you always want to make sure, like this package right here. See, I folded it in. Now I'm going to tape it. You also want to make sure that you're not jostling around. The cards are not bouncing all around. When you get a package, like, listen to this. Hear me shaking it right on the microphone. You can't hear nothing. Nothing. When you get a package, y'all know how it is. You get a package in the mail and you hear click, 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 click. The cards all shaking around. Everything all shaking around because someone shipped you all these cards you just bought without sleeves inside of something like this, and you can just go. So the whole shipping process, they're just losing their grade value, getting worse and worse. Oh man, do not. Okay, there's, you know, those little plastic here. I'm gonna go grab one. I'll be right back. Yow. Do not ship in these. Do not put cards. Look, it's safe. It'll keep them safe in there. Yeah, it'll keep them real safe. You put cards in here, you can shake them around. It'll clink, 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 clink. So yeah, it might not be able to get crushed. You know what I mean? But every time it hits the side or hits the corner or hits another corner, you are damaging the cards. I recently bought like hundreds of dollars of cards off of someone that came to me unsleeved inside of one of these. Just when I got the package, and you could just picking it up, it was shaking. Clank, clank, clank. That sucked. I still gave him a good review because I try to be nice, and you know what goes around comes around. You know, the person wasn't completely dumb about it. Just, you know, we make mistakes. If you don't ship all the time, how would you know? If you're not deep into the card game, how would you know? You know, one person, I'll look at a card and clearly see that it's an 8 or 9 at absolute best, and there would be 10 other people at line arguing with me that it's a 10. You know what I mean? It depends. Different folks, different strokes. So that's how I would pack it. Now, if it was more than one slab, it would have to go into a larger box. It just so happens one slab will fit inside of one of these, which I believe is a 6x4x4. But, so that's the update on the store. That's a little bit on how I've been shipping my packages. I hope everything good with y'all out there in them streets. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Yeah, I mean, showing your dog some love. If you got any questions about selling on eBay or any thoughts or anything that you want to contribute, what's up? Do it. I hope everything great with y'all out there in them streets. Until next time.